Hello, AP Biology students. Let's go over the third section in Unit 8. In this section, we're going to talk about something called biodiversity. Just like the name kind of implies, this is just the amount of variation of species within an ecosystem. Typically what we see is ecosystems with higher amounts of biodiversity have more biomass and are just a stronger ecosystem. You can see the difference between high and low diversity here. You can see in the high diversity ecosystem, there are many species. However, if we look down here in the low diversity ecosystem, there aren't as many species. That means the interconnections, the food webs, the food chains, how those species interact with each other and maybe benefit from each other are going to be different between these two different types of environments. When there are more species, there are just more interactions and more ways for the species to benefit. When there is a lower biodiversity, there are just less connections or interactions, which means that ecosystem is going to be weaker. If you look on our map of biodiversity, you can see there are high or large amounts of biodiversity around the equator. That's again typically because the equator has a large amount of sunlight and warmer temperatures, which are needed for producers. As you get to the poles, that's the northern part and the southern part, there just isn't as much heat or light, so the producers have a much harder time growing there. And we all know without producers, ecosystems are going to struggle. Another concept that I want to go over in this section is called an ecological niche. Or niche, whatever you want to say, you can say it either way, I don't care. But basically, this is just the role an organism or species plays within an environment. This can include a variety of different factors. It could be how the organism eats, what the organism eats, where it lives, how it reproduces, the relationship with other species in that environment. But basically, the role that organism plays within an environment is called the niche. I cannot tell you how true this meme is. Climate change, extinction, pollution, yeah, basically humans are just killing biodiversity in the environment, and it's just not great for our Earth.